Your hair care routine probably sucks. That's if you even have one in the first place. Most guys use a 3-in-1 shampoo that makes their hair lifeless, dry, and frizzy. That's not going to be you anymore. You're going to adopt the hair care routine and get those luscious locks you've always wanted. Trust me when I say it will make a huge difference in your appearance. Let's begin. Understanding hair types. The tricky part here is that your hair's current state can be much different than what it is naturally. Some of you right now have limp, lifeless, and flat hair, but after a bit of care, you'll find it completely changes and that your natural hair is actually wavy and full of life. You've just been neglecting it. First up, we have thick hair or high density hair, which really just means that you have more strands of hair per square inch on your scalp. This type of hair will appear a lot fuller and often takes longer to dry. Next, there's thin or low density hair. This type of hair dries quicker but is more prone to breakage and requires really gentle care. Hair can also be classified by its texture: straight, wavy, curly, or coily. Each texture behaves differently, has unique needs, and responds completely differently to hair products and even the weather. Another important aspect of hair type is oiliness level. Your hair will fall into either oily hair, dry hair, or normal. Oily hair gets greasy much faster and will need to be washed more often, while someone with dry hair will benefit a lot from not overwashing their hair. Remember, your hair can fall into a ton of different categories. You can have thick, curly, oily hair, or straight, thin, dry hair. The goal is to understand your hair type so you can create a hair care routine that actually benefits you. Basic daily hair care routine. To shampoo or not to shampoo? That is the question. Why is it that some people swear by ditching shampoos and others can't go a day without shampooing, or else their hair becomes a greasy, stringy mess? It all comes back to your individual hair type and genetics. You need to personalize your shampooing schedule. But to be honest, it's almost a sure thing that you are shampooing way too often. You have to remember that if you're using a shampoo from your average drugstore, these are super harsh on your hair and over cleanse your hair and scalp, leaving it looking like shit. Here's what you need to do. Buy a sulfate-free shampoo and conditioner as a starting point. If you're used to using cheap drugstore shampoos that strip your hair of life, it's going to take a little bit of time to adjust to a gentler formula. So be patient. Try not to wash your hair every day. This strips your natural oils. These natural oils are what keeps your hair shiny and conditioned, and also protect it from being damaged by the elements. How often you wash your hair is very personal. Some people can go once a week and others need to wash their hair every day. If you're used to shampooing every day, skip one day out of the week as a starting point and see how your scalp and hair feel. The next week, skip 2 days of shampooing. Keep doing this until you find the right amount of shampooing that feels best for your hair and scalp. Remember, on off days, you're still washing your hair with either just water or a conditioner. I've made a list of high quality shampoos in the description if you're interested. Conditioning. Most guys don't even use a conditioner. Well, it's time to start using one now. It'll make a huge difference in your hair. Conditioners make your hair smoother, softer, and reduce moisture loss, which is especially beneficial if you have dry hair. In-shower conditioners are the most common and usually come in a pair with a shampoo. Deep conditioners have the strongest effect. If your hair still feels dry or rough, using a deep conditioner every 1 or 2 weeks will make a huge difference in bringing your hair back to life. Depending on your hair type, the kind of conditioner you'll be using will vary greatly. If you have thick hair, you want a heavy conditioner. If you have thinner hair, you want something light. I've made a list of conditioners depending on your hair type in the description. Drying. Now let's talk about drying your hair. Rubbing your hair vigorously with a towel can cause breakage and frizz. Instead, gently pat your hair with a towel to remove excess water, then let it air dry as much as possible. If you use a blow dryer, use it on a cool setting to minimize heat damage. And that's pretty much it for drying. Weekly hair care treatments. We've talked about the daily hair care routine, but there are also other treatments that are more powerful that you can apply once a week or once every 2 weeks. First off, deep conditioning. No matter your hair type, a deep conditioning treatment once a week or every other week can work wonders. These treatments are designed to penetrate the hair shaft and nourish it from the inside out, resulting in softer, shinier, and healthier hair. Apply the deep conditioner to your hair after shampooing. Let it sit for the recommended amount of time, usually around 10 to 15 minutes, and then rinse it out thoroughly. Hair masks are another great weekly treatment. Similar to deep conditioners, they provide intensive nourishment to your hair, but hair masks often contain specific ingredients targeted at a particular issue, such as dryness, frizz, or scalp health. Choose the one that suits your hair type and concerns the most. If you're experiencing significant hair loss or thinning, consider a scalp treatment. These treatments often include ingredients like biotin, caffeine, or minoxidil, which can stimulate hair growth. Apply the treatment as directed, usually directly on your scalp, and leave it on for the specified amount of time. Finally, if you use styling products or live in an area with hard water, a clarifying shampoo can be really helpful. Used once every week or two, it can remove product buildup and excess minerals from your hair. Be careful though, as overuse can strip your hair of its natural oils, leaving it dry and brittle. Always follow a clarifying shampoo with a good conditioner. Again, I've provided a list of these treatments in the description below. Styling and maintenance. Alright, now that we've covered both daily and weekly hair care routines, let's move on to another crucial aspect of hair care: styling and maintenance. First, let's talk about hairstyling products. There are a variety of products out there, including pomades, gels, waxes, and creams. The ones you choose largely depend on your hair type, length, and the style you're aiming for. Generally, pomades and waxes work well for thicker, shorter hair, and for styles that require a strong hold and shine. Creams and gels, on the other hand, are great for longer hair or for styles that require less hold and more flexibility. Remember, when using any product, less is more. Start with a small amount and add more if needed. And always distribute the product evenly throughout your hair for the best results. When it comes to maintenance, getting regular trims, even if you're growing out your hair, can keep it looking neat and healthy. A trim every 4 to 6 weeks can help get rid of split ends and maintain your hairstyle. Remember that healthy hair starts from the inside. If you have poor nutrition, the first place your body will ditch is your hair. So pay attention to your diet and hydration. Eating a balanced diet rich in vitamins and minerals, particularly those known to boost hair health such as vitamin A, C, D, E, biotin, and proteins. If you're not getting enough sun, supplementing with vitamin D can make a huge difference in your hair health. Now let's wrap it up with some key takeaways. Hopefully now you have somewhat of an idea about your hair type. You will also now create a shampooing schedule that suits you best. This can be shampooing every other day or once a week. When you do use products, you will use a high quality shampoo and conditioner. If you have specific hair problems, a weekly treatment targeted at that specific issue can be a game changer. You'll also stop drying your hair with a towel like a madman. You'll dab it gently or air dry it. You will also use proper hairstyling products when styling your hair. And finally, you'll keep proper hydration, a good diet, and get the vitamins you need to grow strong, healthy hair. I hope you've enjoyed